Live from New York City, it's Sarah Pribis, live on Display TV. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. How are we feeling tonight? I'm already seeing some of our regulars stroll into the chat. Some of you I haven't actually seen in a minute, so hello. Hey, everyone. Melreen is here. China Thug is here. Tim Dozer's hanging out. Dav31. When is the last time I saw you? It is good to see you, friend. We've got some people like Marcio stopping by and saying hello. Woo, soup guy. Ooh, I love a good soup, and we are in soup weather right now. Let me know in the chat, what is your favorite soup? How does one decide? I feel like you have a soup for every season. While you get thinking on that, let's talk about tonight's show and what you can expect right here on Display TV. So we're gonna kick things off with some features that you may or may not know to help you make money on this app. Because after all, this is the social that pays. You get paid to post. That's what this app is all about. Giving back to creators for taking the time to put up content, to shoot content. We wanna make sure that you're making money. Now, speaking of making money, we do have trivia coming up 30 minutes from now, $500. And we're gonna help you get a little bit closer to that jackpot because we're gonna give away the answer to question 8 tonight. And then we're gonna kick things off, and by kick things off, I mean finish things off. Woo! Sarah, you got 3 more days. Come on, you got this. All right, we're gonna finish things off tonight, of course, by talking about the Display TV channel. So other programming, I know some of you are always here and I so appreciate that, but in case you didn't know, we have a whole roster full of shows and incredible hosts and people that are putting out content for people like you and some exciting stuff coming. So definitely don't miss that. In the meantime, I want to encourage you to get your questions in the chat. That's what this segment is here for. It's all for you guys to learn about how to make money on display. That's what this is for. So if you have anything that you want to know about making money, about posting original content, tips for using hashtags or the storefront feature or going live, let me know in the chat. If you have questions about anything at all that pertains to display or creating content, I want to hear from you. I'm trying to scroll up now and see in the chat. Dav31 says bone broth to respond to my soup question. Bone broth is really, really good for you. I love bone broth. Okay, I wouldn't have said that was my favorite soup, but I love it, and I love that you like eating healthy stuff. Okay, I see Mile85275. No one follows, likes, shares my posts. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's definitely talk about how to get some engagement on your posts. So there's a couple of tips that I would suggest. The first thing is to join some communities. Find some like-minded people, because in communities you're gonna have targeted reach, right? People who are already a part of that community. We featured some communities on here before, but to find them, you're gonna go to the people icon on the bottom of your screen and you can see communities just like this, right? There's communities for fitness, for sneaker lovers, for travel, for sunsets, for food. If any of that sounds appealing to you, check it out. And if there's not something that you're interested in, make your own community. Now, if you're looking to get engagement on your post, I would suggest joining a community, at least to start, that already exists, because active communities, there's people posting, and if you post food content to a food community, people are already in that community, they're engaging with that content, they're gonna like, they're gonna share, they're gonna comment, they're gonna support your posts. Okay, so that's one of my rules for getting started in finding people on this app to, follow you, to share your content. Of course, you gotta make sure your content is shareable, right? And that people actually like it. So let's talk about that. What makes content great? Does anyone wanna chime in the chat? What makes content shareable? For me, it's someone that provides a story, someone that provides, a look outside their window, a look onto their plate, a look for their scenery, whatever it is, but it's taking the time to actually, think about what it is that you want to put out there. So put out that quality content, put out that good original content, and use the hashtags that we've been talking about on this show to make it that much more discoverable. So those are some of my recommendations to get started there. I see that we've got Ghana in the house. For anyone that's struggling to hear me, might I suggest exiting the app and coming on back in, unless I see a bunch of people that are saying that they can't hear me. Sometimes it's just as simple as exiting the app, restarting and coming back in. Let's see what other questions that we've got. Yes, Mark Foot says real life stuff. Show your life. You don't have to go and make all this fancy content unless you like it. It's really as simple as showing, for me, it would be behind the scenes content, or me, going on set to shoot, or what I did on my day off. All of that stuff outside my window is what people are looking to see, and of course, get to know me. All right, what else have we got? What do people want to know about display? While you're thinking about that, exactly, girls and games, great tip. There's also the speaker icon. It's as simple as tapping on the speaker, the little sound icon on the display TV stream. So if you haven't tapped that, make sure you don't have the little X next to it. If you've already done that, then exit the app and come on back in. Hey Lexi, 28 from PA, good to see you. All right, let's talk a little bit more about this app and some features. Now, if you want to get started learning, and I'm not here, and I'm here, by the way, every single weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern before trivia. So come on in. I'll always be teaching stuff, but if you want to learn on demand, we do have the Learning Center. This is the first feature I want to tell you about. That way, if there are specific questions that you have, you can always check this out. You're going to go to your main menu, and you're gonna go down and click on Learning Center. It's got a little book icon next to it. When you click on that, you're gonna see some of the topics that are on the right, like what is display, how to set up your profile, how to make money or redeem your awards. All of that stuff that I was talking in terms of original content, it goes into even further detail and giving you tips for posting original content. And then the storefront, communities, display TV, and live streaming. And all of these are actually things that I'm going to be touching on tonight. So you're in the right place if you want to learn about any of these things. All right, let's move along to the next feature I want to talk about, which is the storefront, the My Stuff. We did a whole episode on this on Monday, but this is a really cool thing because basically you can link items that you're excited about, or even your own art items if you're an artist, to your profile directly. So for me, that looks like linking my podcast or linking TV shows or movies that I've been in so that people can see them, have access to them. For me to share them directly in my feed where you can actually click and be taken directly to it. Maybe you're someone with a fashion line, maybe you print your own photos or art, and that stuff's available. If it's available through Amazon, then you can link it and share it directly to your feed, and people can tap on in, purchase your product, and support you in a whole other way, right? So you can also just share products that you're excited about. So if you wanted to create, let's say, a gift giving guide for the holiday season, and you say, hey, these are my top 10 gifts that I suggest that I'm excited to give people in my life, yeah, go for it. Or let's say you're a content creator, okay? And you are using different tools, cameras, lights, to make your content every day, and people want to know about that, right? Maybe you're shooting macro lens photography and you purchase a macro lens on Amazon. You can actually link it, share with your followers if they're curious, and that way they can go directly to that product. If you're a fashion influencer, I encourage you to set up, some of your favorite trends. We had Jessica Young doing a fashion show on here where she would link all of her favorite finds in her Amazon storefront, linked directly to her profile. So fall pieces, winter pieces, holiday looks, all of that stuff. Whatever it is that you're excited about, whatever makes you you. Hey Jenny girl, so good to see you. Hey everyone that's tuning in. We're just talking about some features on display. We talked briefly about My Stuff and the Learning Center and communities. I want to talk a little bit about live. Do you know about Dolby live streaming? And are you using this feature? Has anybody gone live? Is this something that you're excited about? Are you a little shy? This is a way for you to connect with your followers in real time. So if you want to do what I'm doing, right, and get to know people a little bit better, or show them around your studio, let's say you're an artist, or I don't know, try on a couple different outfits and show them and have them pick which one should I wear. You can go live on your own from your own profile. So what you're gonna do is go like you're creating a post, okay? So you're gonna tap that little plus sign, and then when you get into that screen on the left, you'll see that icon that says Dolby Live on the bottom right. You're gonna tap on that, and then you'll be taken to the screen on the right here, and that's where you're gonna tap live. Now, what makes our live stream so special is the fact that you have Dolby sound powering it, which means you've got that crystal clear audio. Which reminds me, something else that makes this app and all of these features very special is the ability to access them no matter how many followers you have. So in some of these other social platforms, in order to get access to the live streaming or get access to having your own storefront, you actually need to be an influencer. You have to have a certain quota, a certain number of followers. Here on Display, everyone's equal. We recognize the fact that everybody is influencing someone. Everybody wants to connect to their audiences. And we want to give you all of the tools that you need in order to do so. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. We want to get everyone paid to post what they're excited about. So that's the general gist. Does anybody have questions? I've just gone through a bunch of stuff, and maybe that's bringing up some questions for you right now. So if you do have questions, that's what this time is here for. This is so that I can educate you on how to best optimize your time on this app and how to make the most money. We want you excited to use this app. And maybe some of you are excited for trivia right now, in which case, don't worry, it's coming up. In 20 minutes, we're playing for $500. A bug just flew by my face. I'm not sure if you saw that. So if you saw my little weird motion, I'm just gonna let you know that's what that was. Okay, so we're playing for $500 trivia 20 minutes from now. But again, there's plenty of ways for you to be making money on the app instead of just waiting for trivia to happen every single night. Now, if you are here early, we wanna reward you. We want to say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love this one-on-one time. And we're going to give away the answer to question 8. We're actually going to have you guess the answer to question 8. Then we're going to give you the answer. And then you only actually have to answer 9 questions in order to get tonight's $500 jackpot. How's everyone feeling tonight? How's everyone feeling? Okay, Info Express, I did see your question about if a video or picture that was given support is deleted, does that remove the money? I don't have a definitive answer for you on that, and I believe in transparency. My guess would be that if you've already received this support, it would probably already appear in your display bank. So I think if down the road you do delete that, it's like we can't retroactively take that money out. Now, how soon that is, so let's say you put that picture up and then somebody supports it and you take it down immediately, that I'm not sure if that would register. But if you do have content that, let's say a month down the road, you decide to delete, but people have already supported it, that money's already in your display bank and you may have already cashed out via PayPal. So I would say retroactively, no, we're not gonna come back and get that support me money back. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Jenny girl, right? Great question. Does anybody else, there you go, Marcio has an answer. He says he's deleted some posts and he has the same money. So there you go. And again, in my experience, same as what Marcio's saying, I don't know if that changes if, let's say, it's a split second where you put something up, someone supports you, and then you immediately take it down. But I would say in general, if you're looking to clean up your page, now that we have these beautiful feeds that you can curate your aesthetic, right? If you go back and you're like, this isn't really jiving, it's not gonna erase the money that you have earned from your support me's, which is really great. All right, well, that's a little intro into the Display app for all of you. We're actually gonna be talking about Display TV later on in this show, all of the different programs that you can watch aside from this one, and some exciting things that are coming up. And we'll be right back with your trivia answer.
Hey, I'm Tiki Barber, former University of Virginia student athlete and also former New York Giant running back. I can't tell you how excited I am to announce the partnership between Influencer and Display. So what's Display? Display is social that pays. This revolutionary social media app is changing the game for college athletes, and now it's your turn to play. Welcome to the brand new world on social media. Welcome to Display. Social that pays.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Welcome back to Sarah Pribis Live on Display TV. Hello, everyone. I see some naysayers in the chat saying this is pre-recorded. Honey, I am right here in New York City right now. I've been chatting with all of you in real time. So I don't know what you're saying, but we're here, we're hanging out. And I'm excited to talk trivia with all of you because that's what's coming up next. We have trivia starting in 15 minutes from now. We're giving away $500. And speaking of trivia, China Thug says he got paid trivia winnings yesterday. So there you go. China Thug is saying he got his extra money yesterday. Smiley face. Yeah, that would put a big smile on my face too. Juan Pablo 123 wants to know, do you pay with Bitcoin? As of now, no. This is not a crypto or Bitcoin based app. It is dollars. It is currency in that sense, and you actually just link your PayPal account to your display bank account and the money goes to your PayPal account. If you need more help in setting that up, I definitely encourage you to check out the Learning Center, but it's pretty straightforward. If you go into your display bank, it'll prompt you to set up your PayPal account. If you don't have a PayPal account, you can set one up right then and there and you'll get your money. Look at that. All right, let's talk about trivia. Dude on Wheels, I'm doing pretty good tonight. Thank you so much for asking. I always appreciate that. So let's talk about trivia. Tonight, we're giving away $500 like we do every single weeknight. We're doing that in about 10, 15 minutes from now. So in the meantime, let's get you warmed up. Let's see how you would fare on your own on question 8. I'm gonna give you question 8. We're gonna see how you do. Tap your answers in, and I'm gonna give you the answer regardless. And if you get it right, give yourself a pat on the back. You didn't need my help after all. Select the word that does not originate directly from Greek mythology. Fortune, echo, narcissist. Select the word that does not originate directly from Greek mythology. Fortune, echo, narcissist. Again, no wrong. I mean, there is wrong answers here, but you're not going to be penalized. This is the time to get all your wrong answers out. This is the time to avoid Google. Just be like, you know what? I'm going to put my brains to the test and see what it is. All right. Right now, we got a lot of people saying one thing over another. I'm not going to say what the thing is because I don't want to give it away for the people who haven't tapped in yet. But it's looking like most of you do know the correct answer. All my smarty pants always tune into the pre-show. I'm so impressed. All right, so 73% of you say fortune, 9% say echo, and 16% of you say narcissist. The correct answer is indeed fortune. It's fortune. Now, fortune does come from Roman mythology, so it's a little tricky. But echo and narcissist are directly from Greek mythology. Efkaristo. That means thank you. That's about all the Greek I know. But you know who knows a lot of Greek? Evi Siskos, our travel display TV host, who we're going to be talking about in a little bit because her travel show is absolutely incredible. We have all kinds of amazing programming for you on display TV, like trivia, which is coming up in about 10 minutes. 500 buckaroonies we're giving away. And of course, if you don't make trivia, you can always make money here on display any other time by tuning in and checking out the helpful tips that I give out on this pre-show 30 minutes before trivia every single night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, folks, we'll be right back talking about display TV.
My work is for the world, but it really starts with me. And I'm just a vessel that helps it funnel.
Don't be so quick to give off what God has given you to somebody else.
It was a really hard year, but there are a lot of really bright moments.
What's up, y'all? I'm Lauren Elise, and you can catch my show, Harmony and Hughes, every Thursday on Display TV.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
back on Display TV Live. My name is Sarah Pribis, and y'all are making me so happy. Saying that I make you happy, you make me happy. I love hanging out with all of you every night. Jenny Girl and Mark Foot and Marcio telling me I'm fashionable and purple. I love it. It gives me an excuse to dress up. Fashion has become a part of my identity, something I really look forward to in coming on these shows. So thanks for giving me an excuse to pick out some pretty outfits. I really do appreciate it. Oh, y'all are too kind. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm not the only one, making waves here on Display TV. So let's talk a little bit about the other shows that we have. Yes, we got lots of stuff happening. So earlier today, we had Evie Siskos with her show, Conectate y Explora. Now, this is a travel show. Evie travels all over the world. She's done South America and Europe and Greece and all kinds of incredible places. She shoots the most beautiful content. This show is Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Obviously, like I said, it was earlier today, but if you want to check it out, we're going to air it again right after trivia tonight. So stick around. Even if you don't speak Spanish, I am telling you, sometimes she does a lot of Spanglish. You can probably understand some of what she's saying, but it doesn't matter because the content is stunning. Travel around with Evie. She's fantastic, really, really engaging, bucket list worthy stuff. All right, let's talk a little bit about Lauren Elise. Yes, Lauren Elise, if you watched any of Display Fest, was a co-host with me. And we had a lot of fun, but now she's got her own show. It's called Harmony and Hues. It's every single Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And Lauren is an incredibly gifted singer-songwriter. And she speaks with other creatives who are doing their thing. She talks about what inspires them, where they're at in their careers, how they got there, where they want to be, what performing's like these days, all that good stuff. If they have cool music, you can learn a lot about upcoming artists via Lauren, and sometimes she even sings a little something. So I would definitely tune into that. Now, if neither of those things are really your thing and you're more into sports, then you've got to check out Fight Night with Dewey Cooper. That's right. This is Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Dewey is such a great personality that honestly, even if you're not into that stuff, again, suggest you tune in with him. He's got conversations with all kinds of people in the industry, really insightful stuff, and he's just a very charming, very engaging personality. Okay, some other shows you might know about, or maybe not. Trivia every single night, every single weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern. We give away $500. That is hosted by yours truly. You got to answer 10 questions. You get them all right, and you win a piece of that jackpot. We, of course, have the pre-show, which is what you're watching right now. This is the pre-show where, it's meant to educate, entertain. Do we call it edutainment? Shall we? I'll call it that. It's a sort of edutainment segment where, we talk about how to make money on display. We talk about the features, and there's a lot of exciting stuff coming. This is where you're going to hear about it first. I can't, mum is the word, but stuff is coming. It's in the pipe, and you definitely have to tune in here so you know about it here first and how to use it, how to access it, all that good stuff. And then we have Display University. Do you know about this? So this is in addition to the Learning Center that I'm always talking about. Display University exists on Display TV every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can tune in. I play the role of your professor or teacher, and I'm teaching you all about how to utilize this app. So if you want to learn new stuff, if you want to hang out with me more, that is every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern. Now, we have more stuff coming, like I said. And in the past, if you've tuned into Display TV, you know that I too have had other iterations of this show where I bring on people from the Display app. People like Mark Foot. Mark Foot's been on here, and we talk about content and what they're doing to make money on display and how they engage with their community. And more of that stuff's coming back soon as we expand our resources, we'll say. As we keep moving forward and keep growing as a platform, you'll definitely get to see some more of that where we're bringing on you, people who are making great content. So now I want to ask you, of these shows, what are you most excited about? I'm not putting myself on there. That would be unfair. And also I would not want to be sad if you didn't choose me. So So what show are you most excited to watch on Display TV? Connected TE Explore with Evie Siskos, Fight Night with Dewey Cooper, Harmony and Hughes with Lauren Elise, or Display University? Tap on in. Let me know if maybe you've checked one of these out. Okay. All right. We got a lot of nerds in here. After my own heart. Talk nerdy to me, baby. I love it. I love to see it. Okay, 42% for Display University. We got 27% for Connected TE Explore. That's the travel show with Evie Siskos. We got 14% for Harmony and Hughes. We got 18% for Fight Night with Dewey Cooper. And I want to know in the chat too, type your feedback. Have you watched any of this stuff? Are you just hearing about this for the first time? Let me know. I'm excited that you're excited. Or again, we always recommend, that you check it out and come back with your feedback or questions. That's what this show is here for. If you're just tuning in now, this is our pre-show. We do it every single weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern before trivia, which is kicking off in about 5 minutes. We're of course giving away $500. So stick around, don't miss it. Happy Wednesday. Now, how was your week outlook? Are you a week half done or a week half started kind of vibe? Whether you're a week optimist or a week pessimist, let me ask this. Why so weak? Want to improve physical strength? Hit the gym. Want to beef up your mental agility? Hit the books. Want to get started on anything at all you might be passionate or excited about? Well, my answer to that is always hit the ground running. So what if it's Wednesday? Whether you're halfway from Monday or halfway to Friday, I'll tell you what it always is. The present. And there's no better time to get started than this. Also, just the word present, it makes it sound like you're getting free gifts. And who doesn't want free gifts? Oh, you don't want free money? Okay, well then, I guess don't complete your display profile, post regularly, invite your friends, hit that support me button, or tune in every night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern to find out how you can optimize your experience with the Display Social That Pays app. All right, yeah, that's how you get paid. But who here is ready to play? We've got 10 questions for you to answer, and if you get them all right, that's right, all of them, you win a piece of that $500 prize. It's time for Display Trivia. Question 1. The object of this game is to knock down 10 pins with a weighted ball. Golf, bowling, tennis. The object of this game is to knock down 10 pins with a weighted ball. Golf, bowling, tennis. Of course, in the millennial version of this game, you just use a weighted blanket instead of a weighted ball. Also, you don't even have to win. Everyone gets a participation trophy, and we finish up with a round of frosé and avocado toast. Cheers, boss babes! When you knock down no pins in this game, it's called a gutter ball. But when you knock down all the pins in one go, that, my friends, is a strike. And 3 strikes? Well, that's a turkey. And I'm not sure who came up with all these names, but the inventor of bowling must have had quite the sense of humor. Question 2. Robin's egg is a shade of what color? Yellow, pink, blue. Robin's egg is a shade of what color? Yellow, pink, blue. Robins are not your average everyday egg layers. Oh no. Where other birds say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep it simple. Probably just white or brown for my eggs today. Robins are like, no way, Jose. Let's have some color on these eggs. You'd think robins are making a whole Pinterest board just to decide egg color, but actually the pigment responsible for these eggs' hue that tend to match Tiffany & Co. boxes is the same pigment that results in greenish and bluish colors and bruises. It's biliverdin, and it's that beautiful bluish green that, if my boyfriend is watching right now, better be what all my Christmas presents come in this year. Question 3. What bean is typically combined with sweet corn in a succotash? Magic, lima, vanilla. What bean is typically combined with sweet corn in a succotash? Magic, lima, vanilla. Succotash, been there, done that. Sorry, was that joke corny? Well, succotash is really one to talk because this side dish, it's mostly made of corn. That's right, succotash, from the Narragansett word which referred to a simmering pot of corn, beans, and squash. It's basically a stew that contains all these ingredients, okay? But don't stew on this too long because 1, we gotta keep this game moving, and 2, we made this one easy for you. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to try some magic beans in my succotash, but for now, lima beans will have to suffice. Question 4. Which of the following beer brands in their classic iterations is considered to be the darkest? Stella Artois, Foster's, Guinness. Which of the following beer brands in their classic iterations is considered to be the darkest? Stella Artois, Foster's, Guinness. Now we are asking for classic iterations here, okay? I know every beer brand and its mother has a spiked seltzer these days, but we're asking about OG recipes only. You think the ancient Mesopotamians were wandering around present-day Iraq going, ain't no laws while we're drinking claws? No, of course not. In fact, we have one of the world's oldest code of ethics from them. So even if they were drinking White Claws, they were definitely observing the law, okay? Hard not to when it's written on a stone tablet. But hard seltzers aside, as far as beer varieties go, stouts tend to be the richest, and the only stout on this list is Guinness. Question 5. Clean and jerk refers to a move in what Olympic sport? Decathlon, weightlifting, Greco-Roman wrestling. Clean and jerk refers to a move in what Olympic sport? Decathlon, weightlifting, Greco-Roman wrestling. Funny enough, clean and jerk were also my freshman dorm nicknames. Well, because I was always tidying up after everyone in the common spaces, but then of course I was leaving passive-aggressive notes about it. Hey Samantha, I went ahead and did your dishes that had been in the sink for 2 days. Good luck on your finals. Hey, I thought that was pretty nice, but funnily enough, the nickname stuck, which is weird considering how little gook and grime there was on me. But for our purposes, clean and jerk is a move in weightlifting. Question 6. The TV character played by Rue McClanahan on The Golden Girls was from what U.S. state? Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. The TV character played by Rue McClanahan on The Golden Girls was from what U.S. state? Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. Okay, so this character was definitely a Southern belle, but I'm done with the Southern belle tropes in TV and film. Less Southern belles and more Taco Bells, okay? Whatever happened to that pesky Chihuahua anyway? Probably ended up at the vet's office. A small dog like that should not be eating beef and bean burritos. I don't care if there's no chocolate. Never feed chocolate to a dog. And when possible, try not to feed egos either. Blanche Devereaux usually got hers fed through all the gentleman callers she kept on hand. Rue's character was from Atlanta, Georgia. And boy, oh boy, was she proud of her peach. Question 7. Which of the following is not a type of snake that subdues its victims by cutting off blood flow to vital organs? Anaconda, cobra, python. Which of the following is not a type of snake that subdues its victims by cutting off blood flow to vital organs? Anaconda, cobra, python. Oh, I should add, this doesn't end well for the victims. They're not like, hey buddy, you cut off blood flow. I'm taking you to small claims court. They're dead, okay? Which makes it much, much easier for the snake to then unhinge its jaw and swallow its victim whole. You try eating something that won't hold still. I mean, I've had soup in the back of an Uber, so I get it. Luckily, it was a gazpacho, so no burns, but those stains aren't going anywhere. And neither are any of these constrictors, like the anaconda or the python, because once they swallow their prey, they basically have to sit in one place for 3 weeks while it digests. Question 8. Select the word that does not originate directly from Greek mythology. Fortune, echo, narcissist. Select the word that does not originate directly from Greek mythology. Fortune, echo, narcissist. What I lack in knowledge of Greek mythology, I make up for in knowledge of Greek condiments. Yeah, let's get some tzatziki up in here. I'm gonna need it for all these dolmas. Dolma, for those of you who don't know, is a word for rice and meat stuffed ever so deliciously into grape leaves, and from there, stuffed right into my belly. And if you've ever crammed for a quiz last minute, you might have needed some help from the Roman goddess of luck or chance. Her name? Fortuna, which is where we get the word fortune, which is what you're on your way to making if you knew Echo and Narcissus are characters in Greek mythology. Question 9. The actress who delivers the iconic rom-com line, "I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy," has how many Academy Awards? 1, 3, 4. The actress who delivers the iconic rom-com line, "I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy," has how many Academy Awards? 1, 3, 4. All kinds of movie genres have fun little abbreviations. There's rom-com, of course, that's short for romantic comedy. And in the 90s, this actress, she was the queen of them. There's sci-fi, which is short for science fiction. There's dramedy, which is drama and comedy combined. Not sure how they do it, but okay. And one I came up with myself is, are you kidding me? Another Avengers movie? I mean, truly, at this rate, I will never get caught up. I might as well just watch the new one. But my girl, Julia Roberts, starred alongside Hugh Grant in the romantic comedy Notting Hill. And although she's been nominated for 4 different Oscars and countless other awards, she has one for Erin Brockovich. Are we ready for the FIQ? Because it's time for the final question. Question 10. Select the country outside of Latin America to use a form of the currency whose name means weight. Singapore, Philippines, Brunei. Select the country outside of Latin America to use a form of the currency whose name means weight. Singapore, Philippines, Brunei. So the name for this currency comes from the word meaning weight, which is so ironic because a lot of money these days, well, most of it's virtual. You've got your crypto, and even just normal banking and money transfer is all done through computers. If we're gonna acknowledge crypto as real money, well, then why can't I just use my Monopoly money to pay for this new massage gun, huh? And don't tell me it's not a valid tender until you try to build a hotel in Park Place, okay? The currencies used by most of Latin America are all called pesos, meaning weight. And the only South Asian country to use this name for its currency, the Philippines. Well done, Displaybys. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you are gonna get paid if you've got a completed profile and you are actively posting on the app. For more tips and tricks about how to get the most out of your display experience and to get a little more one-on-one time with yours truly, make sure you're tuning in for our pre-show every weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Good night, everyone.